to license it.
Meep, meep.
Hi everybody, and a warm welcome back to Maple Leaf Matchbox Makeovers. I'm Andrew, and on the bench today is the irresistibly cute 1:82 scale Matchbox Case Tractor, number 16 in the series. This one never saw the racetrack inside. It spent its life out in the sand pile. It's going to be an easy rebuild today. In original colors, the problem is missing parts. There are no treads on this tractor, but I think I might have a solution for that. It's the same strip down as I would do for any Matchbox car. A couple of rivets. You'll notice the ones in the back are much smaller. I changed the drill bit size here. Did you know there's a word for these metal shavings and filings? They're called swal. S-W-A-L. Now you know. Out of the bench vise, and we flip it over, and it comes apart in just these two main metal castings. Nice and heavy. It's very small, but it's a good quality piece. And you can see the engine is mounted to the main base with the plow. And I'm looking it over for any other problems. And I don't see any. So we can press on. Back into the bench vise to drill out these posts to take the screws, and once again they're different sizes, so I am really going to be careful when I do these two smaller ones. This has potential for disaster here, and wouldn't you know it, no problems. So all three of them take a self-tapping screw, and we have made it this far. No worries. I've taped off the wheels on the yellow part of the casting, and you'll notice the red body I dip in, give it a full plunge into the paint stripping gel, as I usually do with the cars, and I'll set that aside. But for the yellow bit, because it's got the plastic wheel hubs, I'm not going to dip this. I'm just going to carefully apply the stripper only to the yellow painted metal, very carefully, so the wheels are not disturbed. Well, red gone, yellow stubborn. So I'm going to save you all of the scrubbing and the wire brushing and make this a little quicker video and tell you that took some time to get it all done. But they're both going into the spray booth now for the same light gray Rust-Oleum primer from a spray can and the original yellow and red paint. You know, I got into this hobby just a couple of months ago, purely out of nostalgia reasons. I had these toys when I was a kid, and I spent equal time inside with my race cars on the orange Hot Wheels track and outside with my heavy equipment in the sandbox. And so that's why I'm partial to the dump trucks and cement mixers and cranes and bulldozers. And I don't collect these, I don't display them or sell them. They're all going to go back to the secondhand store in a gift bag and make some little boy or girl happy. Matchbox produced the Case tractor in these colors from 69 to 73, and there was a second run from 77 to 78 in olive green. Mine is stamped 1969, but I'm trying to bring it back to 2020, brand new looking condition. When I started, a couple months ago, I just bought a great big box of toys, mixed bag really, from the secondhand store, and I've divided them into Hot Wheels and Matchboxes and Corgis. And somewhere in there was a long forgotten army tank. It was all plastic, so I didn't think it was very good, but I thought about that, and the treads are perfect for my Matchbox Case tractor, and so they're going to get utilized in this restoration today. Here I put the refurbished wheels and axles back in. They did come off ultimately after the paint stripping and before the paint application, so now they're going back in. And I will crimp the end. See, a Matchbox has one mushroom end of the axle and the other is crimped, and I did that off camera. You can just see my pliers to the right of the frame. And if you're here watching this video, it's because we share a common interest in nostalgia or die-cast toys or bulldozers. And so why don't you give this a thumbs up if you're enjoying it as much as I am making it for you, and hit that subscribe button and the notification bell, and come back regularly for my updated content. Everything buttons back up just beautifully. And you know, those treads from the plastic no-name army tank fit on the Case tractor perfectly. I just got lucky today. You know, originally there was a yellow plastic driver's cab on here as well, but 100% of these that I've seen on eBay are missing the treads and the cab. They're in exactly the same condition. And they're still going for upwards of 8 to 10 British pounds. Can you believe it? But this one's not going to go to eBay. It's destined for the gift bag and guaranteed second life. And here's a 50-year-old memory, pretty dirty and play-worn, missing parts, and it's almost new again. Same paint scheme, but just cleaned up and looking sparkling new. Thanks for visiting my channel today. I hope you come back again real soon. It's coffee time.